All right. What up, guys? Welcome to the Just Pearly Things YouTube channel, and welcome to another episode of Pearl Daily, where I cover this week's treachery, debauchery, and craziness. I am sorry in the chat. I'm sorry in the chat. I know I have moved the time 3 times. Now, normally, it's not my fault, but today, I just was feeling myself. I was just chilling, having a good time. And I'm glad I waited because as you guys know, I have been covering the As you guys know, I have been covering the Steven Crowder case. And I am so happy this case happened. I am not happy because I wish ill will upon the family, of course not. I never want a situation like this to happen. But what I am glad this could showcase after my Michael Knowles debate was that there is no such thing as a Christian conservative woman in divorce court. And conservative women, even your favorite far-right trad influencers, always seem to do the same patterns. Now, guys, when I think, a lot of people look at me and they think I'm just hating. But the way I think, I look for patterns. That is always what I do. And when this Crowder case happened, I knew what was going on. Nobody was getting nothing against Pearl. When that clip was leaked to the public, to Candace Owens, there was for those of you that don't know, about a year ago, Candace Owens reported that Steven Crowder was a monster. Okay. In this report, I like Candace Owens. Please don't make this a cat fight. This is not a cat fight. But I have a little bit more experience looking at the family court system than she does. So some could say I have been trained to recognize these patterns. What women typically do after a divorce is they demonize the man. They make sure to go to all of the family, the friends, maybe the people at school, maybe the housewife group, and in this case, all of conservative media that she had met in the last couple of years. And what women tend to do is they get together and they have bitch sessions about their boyfriends and husbands. Now, these sessions often lead to divorce. As you guys know, women tend to get divorced after their husbands or after their friends get divorced. So if someone in the group starts talking about divorce, she will aid the other women in making your husband the bad guy. This often happens with women that do not like their husbands. Many women are so desperate, and I see this a lot in the trad conservative space. Just a lot of women that clearly do not like their husbands. You know, they have a brand to build. The internet pressure's getting to you. And I get it. Don't get me wrong. I get it. You guys ask me every single day about my dating life, so I get it. But personally, I would never marry a guy that I didn't like. I just wouldn't. And a lot of women marry men that they don't like and torture them for a lifetime. Now, we've gone through a lot of these patterns already. The pattern of women getting married, they get their children, they stop sleeping with their husband. Now, honestly, if the women just stopped there, I think even the men would just say, okay, that's fine. If the women just stopped there and just divorced them and said, okay, you know what? We didn't get along. I don't want to be with you. Maybe I don't like you, but we're just going to call it. I mean, the men would be devastated, but it would at least be understandable. I mean, do you guys as guys want a woman that's there that doesn't want to be there? I mean, blessing, is that, like, do you want that? If a woman that doesn't want to be there, do you want her? Yeah, like, I mean, the guys would at least take that out. But the problem is us women, we're very motivated by our reputation. And sometimes I think it's difficult for women to understand if we are doing something for us or for a reputation. And I find that Christian women are worse in this respect. Okay. they're worse because they need a reason to leave. They can't be the bad woman that left and ruined her family. They can't just, what do we call it? Take the L. They can't. I mean, they simply cannot take the L. Look I am a little bit more, I guess, modern, or, I mean, the right wants to call me feminist, but I think, okay, maybe you guys can. If a woman wants to destroy her family, she is inherently selfish. But I don't think she is any better or worse, I guess, any worse than the trad conservative Christian woman who doesn't sleep with her husband and nitpicks at his every move. I mean, is that woman better when she belittles the father every day? I mean, is she so much better than the woman that left? Does that make me unchristian to have that thought? Does that make me, do I lower? It's okay. You can be honest, Blessing.
Nah.
Be honest. Stop simping. I'm just kidding.
Hey, I'm not simping.
I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, and because I grew up around, I'm Catholic, all right? I grew up around Catholic people. And it was so common. Some would say it was the norm to have women that would just belittle their husbands. So is the woman that says, you know what? I'm not happy. I hate my life. I'm gone. But doesn't disparage the husband and lets him stay in the kid's life. I would argue they're just different sins. All right. I would argue that most men would take that. Oh shit, she didn't call me an abuser. But what we saw, and I knew this pattern was coming. I knew it. And if you watched Crowder for a couple years, you can kind of, there are little tells that men are fighting for control in their marriage, or maybe that their wife controls it. And one of them is, I'm just going to be a better man. I saw an old clip of him. And the men that say, I am just going to be a better man for women, for my marriage, they're in some sort of therapy that is just telling them they're the problem 24/7. They're just telling them they're the problem 24/7. And what I want to talk about today is the enablers. Now, what the women tend to do is the women go around and talk around the town, and they go to other women and say this man's evil. And then the other women go around, and we saw this, right? We saw this with conservative media. We saw and most of these women, they tend to be in unhappy marriages where they can maybe relate to some of the things that she says. These women tend to play the victim a lot and never talk about their side of the story. Okay? So, but women, if we just talk to each other, it would really be no harm, no foul. I mean, maybe a little bit, but the problem then becomes these simp enablers. SIMPING. Stop simping. Okay. Now, the first example I'm going to give you guys of the simp enablers, it's actually not going to be about the Crowder case, okay? Now, the first example, and I just want to show you what happens. So, could you pull up the thing? All right, man has an opinion. Man says Scarlett is so mid, bro. Now, to be fair, Scarlett Johansson is kind of old. I mean, I'm gonna Google it real quick. Hold on. Okay. Scarlett Johansson age. She's almost 40. Now, what is a mid? Let's talk about this. What is a mid? A mid is, I would say, a 4 to a 6, maybe a 7, maybe a 3 to a 7. That's all in the middle. So the problem is when a man has an opinion and it makes women feel icky, like this because, many women will see this and think, oh shit, if Scarlett Johansson is a mid, what does that make me? And I'll tell you what, for me, it's like a 2, but whatever. Let the man have an opinion. And what happens, now bring it back up, is the beta males come in and now it's community notes because the beta males and the women report, it was information that makes women feel bad. And so the community notes comes in and then under it, you have, what do we call it? SIMPING, stop simping. Okay. I'm convinced men who think this way do not spend time with real women. So first, we have the women telling men, shaming men for having an opinion. Guys, if I said, and women, we do this all the time. If I said Brad Pitt's kind of mid, not really my type, I'm good. I mean, that might make the other men that hear that feel icky. But does society coddle you from your feelings, Blessing?
Hell to the
Have you ever heard a woman say that a man that you would deem to be a better than man or above you in that way, that she wasn't interested, found him unattractive, ugly, something?
Nah,
Wait, you've never heard a woman say that?
they're capping. I don't believe it.
No, but my point is this, guys. Women, we make it very clear what we find unattractive. Is that not true, Blessing?
Oh yeah.
Like if I said, do you think if I said Brad Pitt is mid that it would get community notes?
Nah. No one cares about men's
No one
feelings.
cares, no. Now, she's a mom now. Why does she have to look 100? That's never a good excuse for women to let themselves go. Okay. Now, engagement bait works every time. He says, indeed. Maybe that's why I got community notes. But my point is not about that. It's that if I did the same thing with Brad Pitt, maybe I will. Maybe I will today. So then we got the men. So this is simping. I think you're a little old to be using the word bro. They start to shame him. We know why he's in there. Why would she care about what you have to say about her? This is kind of funny. Does he say would? Would you or would not? There is no mid. Now, yeah, see, you get the men shaming the man. Man, you can't have an opinion about what you find attractive. Let me put on my white night hat, my cape. Let me get in there. You can take it down. Now, that's an example of simping. Why? Man has an opinion. Women complain. Women go get men to complain for them. Do you think if they were in a locker room, they might debate. They might say, oh, no, I would. But they wouldn't be shaming the man for what he finds attractive. That's where you know it's simping. SIMPING, stop simping. I need to make this song so I can play it. Okay. Also, guys, if you want to donate to the show, feel free to do Cash App, PearlyThings, and Venmo, _PearlyThings. We are currently demonetized, so all of these donations help. Thank you. Okay. Now, what is a beta male? I would consider a beta male the ultimate enabler. Women, we really tend to destroy everything we get into. If we go into an industry, that is an indication that it is going to go downhill. If we go into a job market, that's an indication it's going to go downhill. I mean, really, unfortunately for us women, I mean, I don't say this to be happy, but again, I look for patterns and trends. What did I see? Women went into education. It's going downhill. Women went into the legal system. Went downhill. Women went into corporate America, went downhill. More of the woke stuff came. It all comes from women. Now, I don't know why evil decides to come through women. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I just look for patterns and trends. And it seems like women really, a lot of evil comes through us. All right? And we tend to destroy everything. I mean, we even destroy our own lives. Women will be in a happy, healthy relationship or marriage. And do you know what we do? Other women come in and ruin it. Blessing. What happens when a girl makes friends? What happens to her relationship?
Yeah. Luck with that, bro.
So now again, as women, we have no power. I mean, really, if we got all the women together and said, go get the men, we would have no power. We couldn't do anything. But what we do is we get beta male simps. And a lot of you guys are beta male simps. I'm sorry. You might not know it. It might not have been clear to you. But you are what you are. Now, one beta male simp. Now, a lot of people said, how did you know immediately? So now, sorry, let me go back to the Crowder story. So I knew that Hillary Crowder probably had friends in media, right? So it was not much to my surprise that everybody started taking her side immediately, for the most part. Now, a lot of people said, but Pearl, how could you tell? How did you know that all of the men that came out about the abusive workplace were lying? How did you know? Roll the tape, please. Hold on. Wait, hold on. I got to pull it up on my thing. How did I know? How did I know they were full of shit? Because beta males always are. And I think most people can pick up a beta male immediately. It is something as a woman, it is just in our soul of souls. You feel bad for the men, you feel bad for the women that marry them. You feel bad for, you just feel bad for their existence. Now, a man doesn't have to be a beta male for a lifetime. He can improve and get out of that. But okay, now I'm going to show, wait, I need to make sure this chat is. Now, but we got to call it what it is, all right? Here we go. Pull it up. Call it what it is, all right? Oh wait, is my thing going? What did I do? Oh, here we go. Pull it up. Sorry, guys. Sorry. All right, I fixed it. Call it what it is, all right? Is it still going? Oh wait, is my sorry, this is why Blessing will always have a job, guys. All right, now we're gonna go. All right, wait. The audio. Oh, there we go. Okay. I mean, okay. So first of all, when you see a beta male, typically they have just like this face. It's like the face of, I have not seen the sunlight. It's the streamer. It's like, have you seen Sneeko make that pyramid of all the liberal streamers and they all kind of look the same? Okay.
Enough is enough. This can't go on any longer, and as the famous saying goes, sunlight is the best disinfectant. So, here we go.
Now, when you think of an alpha male, I personally think of President Trump. I don't know who is more alpha than President Trump. Now, why is Trump an alpha male? Because he lives life on his own terms. That man is going to do whatever the F he is going to, like, okay, I'm sorry. I gotta do a contrast here. Let me pull this up. Trump speech. Okay. What the? YouTube is so... Give me a real Trump speech. Okay.
And if you broke the law, you can't say that. I'm not going to... I already said you will pay. The demonstrators who infiltrated the Capitol have defied the seat of...
Like, listen to how he talks. Is he going to make a 15-minute video talking about abuse? All right, wait, here we go. Listen to it.
Well, I want to thank everybody. This has been some period of time, and most importantly, we want to thank the great people of Iowa. Thank you. We love you all. What a turnout, what a crowd. And I really think this is time now for everybody, our country, to come together.
Now, I just want to contrast, okay? Alpha, beta, beta male. Pull it up, pull it up.
I'm currently being legally abused and intimidated.
There we go. Do you think Trump would say, oh, I'm being abused and intimidated? No, they fight back. They say, screw. I mean, why do you think he would say crooked Hillary? Ma? Betas behave like women. That's female. Oh, I've been abused. Now, I'm not saying there aren't real victims of abuse, but I know one when I see one. Not someone that's trying to get millions of views, okay? Now, beta male simps, the problem is they will lie to women at all costs. They will lie. And so beta male simps have no experience with women. And unfortunately, that allows them to be enablers to women. They have no idea how deceptive women are. They have no idea how sexual women are. If you even imply that women are sexual, beta male simps will fight you tooth and nail. Tooth and nail. They will say, oh, no, women aren't like that. Oh, it's just the women on your podcast, on your shows. Alpha males have seen the sexual side of women, especially the women that date the simps. Yup. So when I say these things to alpha males, they are not surprised. They are not shocked at all. But it is the betas who have no experience with women. Unfortunately, they're not always bad people, but they just have no idea, unfortunately. And so where did the simping come in? So basically what I believe happened, Hillary goes around, tarnishes Stephen, says all these stories. None of them have a police report. That's all we care about because we care about the facts here. There is no police report. None. None. And now Jared's trying to cry about some countersuit, blah, blah, blah. Good luck in court. You admitted to breaking your NDA. On camera, you idiot. Good luck, Jared. I don't know. We'll see. I guess. Good luck. Anyways, so the issue with the betas, though, I'll tell you what, and he's just one example. There's so many we can use. God, they like never end. They lie to women at all costs. So what happens is Hillary goes around and Jared, I'm sure, was Captain Save-A-Ho. Oh, you totally are leaving your marriage for whatever good and legitimate reason that you told me. Oh my God. And all the women are, women just side with women, except me, I guess I'm an anomaly. So, they come in and say, we are going to save her. We're going to save her. Let's get the simps together. Let's do a simp off. And that's what they did. And now you will see zero retractions and you will see cope, guys, until there is a police report. You know what? If there is a police report that they win, I'll come out. I'll say I'm sorry. I'll come out. I will come back. I'll come back. But I am so confident that there will be none. that I'm willing to die on this hill. Many conservatives are too scared to die on this hill. Many conservatives were too scared to speak out. Many simps were too scared to speak out because they don't want to lose their mutual friends. They don't want to lose their reputation. They don't want to have people come after them like they have me. But lucky for you guys, I have very few friends. I'm just kidding. Lucky for you guys, I don't care. I don't care because wrong is wrong and right is right. Okay? And this was wrong. It was wrong. And when I see something that's blatantly wrong, I just got to say something. And I don't really give a shit how you guys demonize me. I don't care. Now let's go back to the beta males. You know, there's beta males that have a choice and beta males that don't have a choice. The simping. We're going to call it simping because sometimes, you know, alpha males do simp. Let's not pretend that alpha males are immune to simping, but they simp for a reason. Alpha males may simp to get laid. They may simp to get a job. They may simp to, I don't know. Alphas may do it, but they do it to get something. Beta males just do it for free. They just SIMPING for free. They don't even get anything out of it. Beta males tend to come at me for leading men into destruction. That's what they say I do. Most have not watched my show, but that's the most common criticism. And the reason they say that is because they are projecting. Yes, they could be easily deceived and led into destruction, so they put that on me, like I did it. And yet they always find a way to blame the men. And I want to be clear. Women's sin and what we have done to society is our own fault. We did it. It is no one else's fault but ours. But so I will always die on that hill. Nope. But beta male simp enablers are a different problem. They're a different problem. And they don't realize how much power they give women. Now, some beta male simp enablers are only in that position, because, I think of like a police officer that's just doing his job and he has to arrest men that he knows really are innocent. But he has to do his job. That's one thing. But again, these guys do it for free. Beta male simps also, you know what else they do? They have caused hoflation. Beta male simps will spend $500 on a first date with a girl that they have never slept with. Beta male simps will stay in the friend zone for years, hoping to get a chance, giving all that free time and attention. They don't get money out of it. They don't get out of it. They get nothing. Beta male simps use feminist language like boundaries, emotional abuse, etc., etc. Now, there is real abuse and women actually do use it. So I'm not saying that doesn't exist, but I'll tell you what it's not. Working at a workplace, being a content creator. Nope. And what I wanted to point out, so what I wanted to point out is without the beta male simps and women, none of this stuff would have happened. If anybody asked two questions, another beta male simp recently, I had a tweet where a woman was also disparaging and, telling me about her abusive husband. I said, let me verify the story. To which the beta male simp made me the bad guy. Look at guys, don't bring up your personal stories if I can't ask questions. Don't, especially not to win an argument. That's called being dishonest and disingenuous. So don't bring it up. I'm not going to go digging. I don't really care about how you fucked up your life. Don't care. But what we're not going to do is bring it up. So what is the point. Beta male simps are not responsible for female sin, but they do enable people to destroy society. So I want to show you guys a clip that I thought really shows the simp epidemic. Please pull this up. Now, mind you, this is what happens to a lot of men when they go to therapy. Yes.
So I don't really know what to say here. I feel like I need to respond to this Steven Crowder abuse video. For those of you that don't know, Steven Crowder is a conservative commentator. He was super successful on YouTube. Went over to Rumble where he
Same look. You know what I'm saying? Same look.
been super successful again. And this week he came out and said, look, the rumors are true. I'm getting a divorce. Fine. And then this morning, a video got released from his Ring camera somehow, which showed him sitting on his back porch, smoking a cigar, just berating his wife, who is 8 months pregnant. And the clip is...
Do you see his default? His default, not to ask questions, not to talk about the facts. Okay.
Atrocious.
I mean, Trump versus you see, okay.
No, that doesn't work either. You'll be back when you're back. That doesn't work either. The only way out of it is discipline and respect. It's the only way out of it, or we're at an impasse.
We are at an impasse.
Now again, why don't I see therapists saying, listen to your husband? Where is it? Where, beta male simps have never yelled at a chick and had her respect him enough to listen. Yeah. Beta male simps have never been in the position where they told a woman to shut the F up, and she did, because they don't command enough respect from women to do that. And they don't understand, and they label the men abusive that are able to.
Good. Because you can't have any discipline or respect. Yeah. There you go. You throw your hand. You give up so easily.
I don't give up, Stephen.
Hillary, you give up so easily. I just said the only way out of this is discipline and respect. You said, then we're at an impasse.
Stephen, no, we are at an impasse, okay? I love you, but Stephen, your abuse is sick.
Now, we talked about it. She's trying to get the fake footage for court. So she's saying, my abuse, your abuse is so sick. We all know. We know what's happening here.
Watch it.
It's sick.
Now he's getting mad because she's saying, watch it. Like, you guys can't get shit past me. You really can't.
Watch it.
I'm going to let go. I'll get what you need me to get. And I need some space.
Now, if someone says, if your husband, who you loved and thought was trustworthy enough to have kids with, says, effing watch it, the default as women should be to say, okay. Or I'm sorry. Not record it and put it on the internet.
Just fucking baby for a little bit, okay? I love you. I love you very much.
I don't love you. That's the big problem. There, and it's disingenuous. Hillary, you're right. We're at an impasse. Become someone that's unique, day in and day out, worthy of a wife. No, not as a wife. I didn't say as a wife. Hillary, come on now.
I'm not going to engage. I'm not going to engage anymore. I'm going to go. I'll text me what you need. I'll get you what you need. I love you. I'm committed to you.
Put on some gloves. Are you committed enough to do those things?
I'm not going to.
Are you committed enough to do those things? You're not committed to anything. You're not committed to anything. You just said I love you. I'm committed to it. Walk the dogs. Put on some gloves. Walk the dogs. Put on some gloves. Are you committed enough to do those things?
Like, truly, that's a freaking A. I just can't. These betas.
Are you committed enough to do those?
Let me go through this. Blah, blah, blah.
Criticizing her in video. You see throughout the video, he is diminishing her, demoralizing her, criticizing her, and he's doing it in this superior tone, right?
The simps, they keep on simping. Can you imagine paying for therapy and this is what you get, Blessing? Can you imagine you paying for a therapy session for this guy? I mean, no, but this is what happens. They gaslight the men. Why would you not want to be married to a superior? Why would you, as women, we only date and marry superiors? Why would you want to date a guy that you don't want to listen to? Or especially have a kid by him? Are you guys crazy?
Watch it. You need to be disciplined. You're not doing wifely duties. It's this very sort of controlled, methodical sort of debate.
You guys see what I'm saying? It's the same like look. It's the same, like
of her character and her performance in the relationship. It's a super abusive interaction. No question. Full stop. I think it's also important.
No, really? There's no question? Not even none? But this is the thing. Beta males have never gotten respect from women. They've never gotten it. They've been friend zoned at best. So they have no idea the side of women that actually listens to you when you say shut the F up. They don't know. They don't know the side of women that's overly sexual. They don't know. They've never had it. Many of them believe there's one woman out there for them. Let me keep going.
Try and think about like how this happened. I believe that if you asked Stephen, are you abusive to your wife? He would say no. He would say divorces are messy. Things were, it wasn't my finest moment. Things were taken out of context. If you knew the big picture, you would understand. And I know he would say that because that's exactly what he said today.
Broken marriages are ugly, and in them people do ugly things. Myself, of course included, I would never claim otherwise. However, due to recent misleadingly edited leaks to the tabloid press without context and not subject to consequences of the court, well, if not privacy, the next best option is truth. I will address all that is a matter of irrefutable record in full context next week.
So let me say it this way. Nobody wants to be an abuser. Nobody.
Hey, Blessing, can you bring me my phone over there? I left it to charge, but I want to see the chat. And this is it. Remember, guys, feminists, what do women do first? They change the definition of things. I look for patterns and trends. So what do women do? They change the definition of a man and a woman. They change the definition. Now him here, again, abuse used to be a man hitting a woman or vice versa. Now it's changed to tone. Really? Tone? That's what we're going on, tone? Shit, Blessing, if you do a hit piece later saying that my tone, I swear, if you go later and say that Pearl's tone, Pearl's, get this Ring camera footage and then say my tone and get $100,000, I'm going to be pissed.
Can I make a GoFundMe?
No! Stop it!
I want to make a GoFundMe for no cause at all. Just for me. It's the honest truth. Just for me.
Emily Simpkins says, I'm a DV survivor and I knew from the Ring footage something was off. This new stuff makes more sense. You sniffed it out. Yeah. Yeah, because I'm a smart cookie, Emily. No, but this is what happens. The women, they go around the town. They say he was so evil. And you know what I believe women? When they actually say the things they did wrong, I take their stories a little more seriously when they say, you know what, I hit him too. Yeah, I did this too. Yeah, I lost my temper plenty of times. Then I might, my heart gets a little more soft. I'm like, oh, yeah, maybe. But you see, so he's enabling women because he's taken woman speak, which, let's just be honest, all this emotional abuse, all that shit is just woman speak, all right? I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but in a court of law, keep it, all right?
Things happen in people's lives, and that creates the monster. And I don't know what Steven Crowder's childhood looks like, but
and that's the next thing women do. And remember, women love analyzing childhoods for victim stories. We love it. It's our favorite thing. I had a girlfriend's mom growing up, and God, every time her husband was cold, she would say it was because of the father or the mother, their family. And I was just like, chick, shut up. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's been so long, and again, women, that's more of a female thing. We love to live in the past. We love it. I mean, blessing. Do us women, do we get over things? How do we?
No, we don't. You guys don't.
I mean, have I gotten over the equipment spend?
You keep bringing it up every single month.
Look, and I'm a woman. I live in the past. Sorry. Look, and I never said I'm special or different, all right? No, okay. But guys, you didn't have to say that, Blessing. I wanted you to lie, damn it.
Nah.
I'm just kidding. Okay, but guys, this is what I mean. Women. When men start to talk and think like women, it makes me think that they're a simp. SIMPING. Because again, like, that's more of a woman thing. Women are far more affected by their childhood than men. I mean, when a woman has a traumatic childhood, she becomes a useless, homeless, basically 304 with multiple baby daddies. Where a man could still go on to become a multi-billionaire. I mean, some of the greatest success stories came from nothing. So, okay, let me keep going.
know that he has differentiated himself as a conservative commentator by being both provocative and analytical. That combo has put him in a very powerful position as a YouTuber. So, for example, he's most famous for going on campus and having a not provocative, but a conservative statement, and then saying, change my mind. And then he waits all day and allows people to come that are less experienced in debate than him, that don't have the data that he does, and try and argue with him. And he typically dominates that argument. And that, I think, is his, in the tone. If you watch one of those videos and you watch how he's yelling.
Now that's the other thing. Men process information. Women care about tone. Women care about tone. I mean, when the boys are together in the locker room or whatever, are they worried about tone? Is that what they think about? No. I mean, I don't know. I've never been in a boys' locker room. I'm just speculating. I mean, Blessing, you tell me. Do they say watch your tone?
Hell no.
Yeah, tell me, what are the boys' locker rooms like? Is it do they care about your feelings?
Nah.
Why are you laughing? Tell me more.
Because if you went in there, you probably cancel us.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
No, but this is what I mean. I mean, so beta males were never invited into the locker room. A lot of them, okay? I mean, or maybe they were and they just didn't get the power they wanted, and now they love to criticize tone. That's a woman thing. I mean, men don't care about tone.
His wife, it's the same thing.
Might I suggest it's your behavior, not because you're black or a woman.
She has just made a statement about being assaulted, which is very vulnerable and it's very scary to do. I understand.
Yeah, the gentleman just called me a piece of shit, so I'm saying that's... Sorry, my mistake. Come on, that's inappropriate, sweetheart.
There's a self-righteous tone there.
God, men used to go to war. Jesus, they used to, like, this is, you know, I go in on women a lot, guys. I really do. I truly, truly do. All the time. And we have our problems. And most of the problems, 99% are totally our fault. I'm gonna just take, but my God, stop simping. Oh my Jesus Christ. Sorry. Easter Monday, you know, sorry God, sorry.
I'm composed, I know what I'm talking about, you're emotional and out of control. And so because of that, I can have a very linear argument and you can't, and I'm going to prove to you how stupid you are. That's the shtick. And it works, it's entertaining, and it's engaging, right? He then takes that in his backyard, smoking a cigar, and he's got his pregnant wife, who he is berating. But
what the hell does berating even mean? And women, we're so much sneakier with our shit. Oh my God, and I know, because I've had a year of having to deal with these freaking panels. It's like we just talk in circles. We don't answer the questions. We don't listen and then play victim later. The number one question should be, do you listen to your husband? I mean, that's, and if you don't, and like ladies, seriously, if you don't want to listen to the guy, why are you there? And this is my question, okay? In my opinion, okay, if you're the type of person that wants to save the world, I will never try to credit myself for changing the world. I think a lot of influencers have a godlike complex. I don't think it's my job to be a preacher. I have my faith. I just don't, that's not my job here. And many influencers, they get a little bit of clout and they think it's their job to be a preacher. A lot of times you'll see conversions. It's quite weird, you know, no offense. Some of you guys I'm friends with that have done it, so no offense, but it's just, I don't think that's my job. And, you know, so what does this stuff mean? Like we got to be specific here. And, you know, who is a man to tell another man how he can talk to his wife in his home? And it goes back to women. Why would you want to be there? You'll be a better person. Men can live their life and be happy alone. They really can. I've seen 50-something-year-old bachelors. They're happy guys. I mean, their life isn't this destructive terribleness that all the tradcon men claim it to be. I see more miserable men married with kids than I see that are happy, that I see than miserable bachelors. I have yet to meet a miserable bachelor. I'm just being honest, guys. I'm just being 100% honest of what I see in the world. So, ladies, if you don't like him, why are you there? If you don't want to listen to him, what is the point of being there? You know, I would respect you a lot more if you just divorced quietly. You know, Michaela Peterson, let's talk about. Now, there's a certain influencer, you know, Rollo, he goes off on Michaela Peterson. And you know what? I get it. You know, she's kind of the typical influencer chick, fine, whatever. But the one thing I do respect about her, she just said she was getting divorced. She didn't really go into it. And that was it. She didn't make it a whole spectacle. She didn't make her brand building from the rubble. She just said, you know what, guys? This is my L. This is my L. And I'm going to go and get remarried, and that's it. Now, I mean, you could feel how you want about her other stuff. I don't care. In that regard, as far as I know, from what I saw, all right, it's the spectacles, all right? And as a woman, we just have a tendency to do this. Like we a lot of times, I think we're convinced of our own stuff. We look back, we see a story completely differently. Like there's a reason why female witnesses weren't taken that seriously. There's a reason, you know. I get it. I get it.
Not saying to her, Hillary, you make me so frustrated, or God damn it, Hillary, I'm so mad. What he's saying is, Hillary, you're creating this. If you had more discipline, if you had more respect, if you did your white
See, there he goes, blaming everything on the man. Everything's the man's fault.
duties, if you, right, it's this very linear, like in his mind, very systematic breakdown of all of her poor behaviors and how she has created this situation. In his mind, he is being accurate, precise, and elevated. But the reality is, he is totally emotionally unregulated.
What does a regulated emotion look like? I think he'd say I'm unemotionally regulate. How do I regulate? Are you God? Are you the CEO of regulating?
Because it's not his intention to be an abuser, he will convince himself when he goes to sleep at night that that wasn't abuse. That was a bad argument. And things get ugly when you're going through a divorce, right? The difference.
All right, we're done. Modern day therapy, people. Or you can take it down. Modern day therapy. This is what men, are subject to. This is... Let me go back to this. I just want to point out the beta male behaviors.
Into silence.
We're going to go back to this one. How come we're still talking about Crowder? Because I was right, bitches. because I got so much heat for this all year. Everyone said all this stuff about me, da-da-da-da-da. And I was right. So you know what? Yeah, I'm going to do like 5 shows on this because I can. And you know what? There's about 1 billion news stories calling him an abuser. So if I want to do 5 saying that he's not, I'm going to die on this hill. I didn't know what hill I was going to die on this year, but this is the hill. This is the hill.
This has been going on for a while now, and it simply cannot live in darkness for another day. But I am asking for your help to fight back. First, some context. In late October of 2023, to my surprise, I was served these papers. A cease and desist from my former employer. It threatened severe legal action in the form of a lawsuit and demanded I cease communications with my friends. The scare tactics of cease and desist.
Now, scare tactics. Would an alpha male say scare tactics? Could you see Trump saying scare tactics?
Start generating.
Today he tweets. I have never tried to extort my former employer. They're now suing me for $1 million, trying to cause my family financial ruin and force my silence. I wonder why they would do that. Because you're on camera admitting to breaking an NDA. Guys, if you're gonna commit a crime, why would you admit to it? It's not a crime, or like break a contract. Why would you admit to it on camera? This is going to be the shortest court case. Imagine this. And all of you simps again, 1,000 likes? Really, idiots? Okay, imagine. This is how the court case goes. Imagine. All right, take it. I want to be full screen again. I just want to do all right, imagine this is him. This is him in court. Your Honor, this NDA, it was unlawful. He's financially abusing me. What's the judge? Judge is going to be like, did you sign it? Why, yes, Your Honor. Okay. And you willingly signed it. You agreed to sign it. Well, yes, Your Honor, but it's unlawful. Okay. And then he'll give his case about how he was extorted or whatever. And then there he plays this video. Oh, shit. Oh, freaking A. I think it's it's this chord. Okay. Okay, sorry, guys. And then they play this video of him admitting that he signed the contract and admitting that he broke the contract. And then the other thing, he'll say, Steven said I can't talk to my friends. Steven said I can't talk to my friends. And then the judge will be like, I'm going to need to subpoena. The judge will be like, I'm going to need to subpoena your phone. Like, I don't know. I'm going to need to grab your phone. Yeah, but I was pressured by that alpha male over there. God, I just don't know how nobody, and then I have people saying they're going to stay out of this because they don't want to argue. I don't want to argue with conservatives over if my friend's an abuser. Well, screw you guys. I mean, why would you not stick up if that's your friend? Anyways. God. Yeah. Oh, and beta males, one last thing. Beta males also say you're the bad guy if you question women. You cannot ask a woman a question. I can't say, hey, where's your court document if you were so abused? I can't say, hey, let's verify stories. Anyways, that's my rant today, guys. I'm sorry. This wasn't that scripted of a show. I was just going off. I changed this topic last minute because I was annoyed. I saw this stupid statement, and I think a lot of you guys are kind of dumb. Idiots for falling for any of this shit. I think you're idiots for raising $100K for a guy that's clearly lying and in the wrong because he said that he wants to keep Steven from his kids. And that's confirmed. That's a text message. So any of you still defending this in any way, I have zero respect for you. You're participating in parental alienation. And this whole thing was disgusting. It was disgusting. I was completely disappointed by all of the conservative reporters who simped on this, and retractions need to be issued. I'm going to say it again and again and again. Until there's anything further than a story, until there's a police report and a guilty plea, I don't want to hear shit about an abusive monster. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Maybe I'm wrong, but I know I'm not about this one. I'm wrong about some stuff, but not this one. Like the video on your way out, subscribe to the channel, and I'll talk to you.